individuals, so they are complete opposites.
Opposites attract, don't they?
And everything else, but
I wonder if they were friends in life, or whether they just made friends
over
when they
there.
got over there. I think they made friends when they got over there. You know, like they attract, don't they?
I think
Because they must make friends, mustn't they? They can't be on their own, can they?
It's all about friendship. It's all about friendship.
Yeah.
The man said.
Yeah.
And this is probably about my 7th time now. I was trying to work out the car. So it's my 7th time, so it's all still very interesting and new for me.
And the other thing too is, you know, the different people that come through, you know, as themselves, you know, like Jasper came through, and you learn about them in that lifetime, you know, and it's really interesting. And it's the same even with Red Cloud. When he comes through, you know, you begin to understand how they thought and how their you know, the whole persona is like, and how they had to confront, you know, so much and all the devious stuff that went on.
Did he talk about Sitting Bull? And
he mentioned Sitting Bull and Crazy Horse.
Young Crazy Horse, he said.
Crazy Horse.
But well, he was older than them, weren't he? Red Cloud was in that older generation to them.
It is absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing to watch.
And sort of to learn about it, even the way, you know, like when Linda's friend comes through, you know, how they spoke and their attitude. And you can recognise that from, you know, sort of films and how they, you know, act and stuff. It's really interesting.
Isn't she?
She's of that time, and therefore she's showing us how they spoke and how they behaved. And it really is. It's really fascinating, and you learn so much from it. You know.
It's a real privilege to be a part of. It is.
Because when I was sat there and they were talking about what was it? What did they talk about at the end?
They were talking about war, weren't they?
But
sending love out.
That was when that sort of all that came through. But it was all coming from you, Dave, because it felt as if it was just a big blob of redness. Like
red, didn't you?
It was red. So it was like it wasn't even a colour, it was like blood. I could feel, you know, and I felt the heat, you know, that kind of energy. And it was,
I had somebody overshadow me yesterday. It was disfigured on the right hand side of her face, and it was from fire. And I don't know who it was.
When we were in Bournemouth, you had somebody said that your face. It was you.
They did, didn't they? I can't remember who it was.
It was somebody in Bournemouth when you were in the cabinet, somebody at the back.
Yes.
Because you actually said, at the end, you said your name, and you said your name was Gabriel.
Yes.
Because I remember thinking, oh, you've got high connections today, haven't we? But the people at the back said they heard the name David, and I'm thinking, but that is his name. But they were talking, because when I was looking at you, you didn't look as if you had any eyes at all.
No, that's right, a few people said that,
But the people at the back, they said something about a disfigurement, didn't they? On
They
one
did,
side of your face.
Maybe, I don't know. It just suddenly came on, and it was like, oh, you know, it's numb. Couldn't, you know, I felt it hard to.
I do remember somebody at the back, whoever it was, there was a couple of them at the back, and they were talking about one side of your face.
Being in shadow or disfigured or something.
Because it's definitely coming from you. Because, you know, when I sat down, I thought, I know it's like sort of blood and, red and.
Spread the pain.
Maybe it's somebody connected to you.
That's to come through in a
Yeah, we'll find out in a minute, won't we?
Find
yeah.
out, won't we? I'd imagine.
To say the same as everybody else. I'm going to do it, you know.
The camera will be alright.
Hmm?
Camera will be alright.
As long as sit down, yeah.
Don't do it from there. Do you want me
May
to lower it a bit more?
Might need a booster cushion.
That's what I'm saying. Try and lower the camera.
Yeah.
Check it, have a look. I think it's fine.
So I think Dave's taller than
Yeah, you did do that.
Oh, come on then. Good afternoon. Thank you for allowing me to speak with you. I've had many people speak to you today, past in many ways. They talk about their life experiences. You have people talking about remembrance. You had people come through, past in war. At this time of year, it is all about remembering those who served in many, many wars, but also talking and thinking from your own perspectives how you would behave in similar circumstances. There are many spiritual people who say they could not serve in war. There are many spiritual people who have been pacifists. One who has spoken to you in the past through this medium was a conscientious objector and did not serve in war. I believe you know him as Leslie Flint. If you read his story, you will know that he did not serve in the war that he lived through. But I did serve in the war that I lived through. I had a command position. I sent people to war knowing that they may not come back. And I was a spiritualist. So how can you relate these things together? This is because we always have to do what we have to do at the times we live in. People serve in your armed forces, as you call them nowadays, when they're spiritualists, to work together to try and bring peace. But when they are in war, and you are sending people to war, this is a great responsibility, knowing that they may pass. When I served, I sent people to war that did not come back. I spoke with all of their families and gave my condolences. But I also linked directly with them, seance or whatever you wish to call it nowadays, to link with those who had passed, to thank them for their service and apologise for what I'd had to do, because that was my job. As you go through your lives now, it's been spoken already, you go through the sending light and love into this world, helping those who have served in war. You send healing to those in the war-torn countries. Some of you, in your sleep state, go into those war-torn countries with your guides to bring succor, to bring healing, to bring relief, and to bring aid. Unfortunately, as has been stated, there are many in this world now who have darkness in their hearts. They are there living their lives for personal gain, greed. And you have spoken many times, saying, what is the point? Many civilizations in this world have passed because of greed, because of avarice, because of one wanting more than the other, either as individuals or as nations. What difference does it make? None of us can take it with us. In your world today, we are all working together to bring humanity forward, to bring the many to the next level of spiritual development, to bring the masses, if you wish to call them, or the majority of this world, to a greater level of spiritual understanding that we are spirit, and that the earthly religions that have caused so much suffering over the years, and so many wars fought over different aspects of the same religion, which we all know, I would just say, in your terminology and mine, was crazy. But that was to do with power of nations, power of religions, and control. The word control has come out already this afternoon, talking about control of politicians over their people, of nations over other nations. What is the purpose? Mankind should be living together in harmony to help each other on their journey, because this life on this earth is purely a stepping stone to spirit. Yes, we do say that the harder your life, the more you learn, then the more quickly you progress spiritually. But that is not the end of it. If you have longer lives, living more peacefully and taking longer to learn the lessons, who cares? There is no time in spirit. So if your earthly life is doubled to learn the lesson you need to, or have 2 incarnations to learn the lesson you need to, what does it matter? As life goes on in this world, things will change. Things are going to change. The population over the next 1,000 of your years, say, of this world will reduce. Peace will come. Despite the fears of many in the spirit realms and on the earth plane, that mankind will try and destroy itself once again. That is not going to happen. That will not be permitted to happen. There are hardships, yes, but they will be overcome. And there are many in the spirit realms who have served in war over the centuries, from ancient times through to your modern wars, as you had someone who passed and won't speak to you this afternoon. All working together on the spirit realms to give guidance, to find a way to peace. You cannot disarm, unfortunately, because those of ill intent are still armed. But that is where your spiritual guidance is needed to help, so that those who take up arms are guided spiritually, so their motivation is correct, so their understanding of what happens to themselves and to others around them when they take on these roles in life our spiritual guidance is there for all, because there are so many in the spirit world who have walked that journey themselves on the earth plane. So that guidance is there, that inspiration is there. So we ask that each of you, when you send out your thoughts, just ask those in the spirit world with the experience of the horrors of war can help divert the politicians and the religious leaders away from it. I went through war sending people to their deaths. I hoped that the world would be a more peaceful place after that, after the horrors of war. It has not been so. However, until this time, the wars are lessening, they are more isolated, and we have said before, countries are now working together to oppose those who wish to bring darkness into this world. Those organisations, where many countries work together, must continue, because only a united front can hold the darkness at bay. But we are helping with energy, we are helping with light,